Everybody. Today we are going to perform the first experiment of heat transfer, which is based on the conduction heat transfer. Okay. Now the title of this experiment is thermal conductivity of insulating powder. So in this experiment we are going to determine the value of thermal conductivity of the insulating powder which is provided in the experiment. The powder which is provided here, it is a asbestos powder, which is a insulating material. Okay. The second aim of this experiment is to find out or to verify how the variation of the thermal conductivity of this insulating powder with rise in temperature. So actually, once you did find out all the take down all the observations, you will note that the thermal conductivity of this insulating powder goes on increasing with the increasing temperature of that powder. So at the end of the experiment, we can draw one graph also of conductivity versus the temperature of that insulating powder. Okay. So all the experiments of heat transfer, it can be divided into two parts. The first part will be the control panel. This will be almost similar in all the experimental setups, and the second part will be the physical problem of that experimental setup, which depends on which experiment it is. Okay. Now, first I will explain you how to make use of this control panel. Okay. So, in this control panel, now here you can see this is the temperature indicator. So, currently the temperature you can see here, it is 39.7. Here we have a voltage which is 70 here, the current here it is 0.3 amperes. Okay. Now, these temperatures, there are number of temperatures which we have to note down during the experiments. Now, these temperatures for select, you can select these temperatures using this selector switch. Selector switch here it is. Here you can see this is 1, that means it is T1. Okay. So, if I press it here now, you can see here now this is 2, that means it is T2. So, similarly you will have T3, you will have T4, T5 and so on up to T10. So, in this particular case we have 10 temperatures. Okay. Now, how these temperatures are noted is observed is inside this experimental setup we have a thermocouple, and that thermocouple is then calibrated in terms of the temperature in degree centigrade, and you can get down the note down the temperatures here. Okay. Now, even voltage to these experimentals, it can be regulated using this dimmer stat. So, if you rotate this dimmer stat in the clockwise direction, this voltage you can see it goes on increasing. So, it is 78 now, you can see now it has become 83. Okay. So, if you rotate in the anti-clockwise direction, it goes on decreasing. Now, while you regulate this voltage using the dimmer stat, you have to be careful. You have to increase or decrease it gradually. All of a sudden, you should not increase or decrease the voltage, because it will be harmful for the experiment. Okay. Now, let us come back to this physical problem of this experimental setup. So, here you can see a spherical shaped container is there, which is made up of copper. So, this is the outside container. Inside this there is one more concentric spherical shaped container is there, which is again made up of copper. So, there are two spherical shaped containers which are concentric. Now, whatever the gap is there between these two spherical shaped container, which is called as the annular space, that annular space is filled with the asbestos powder. So, obviously, you can make out that the shape of that asbestos powder will be a like a hollow sphere. It will be like a hollow sphere. Okay. Now, in order to determine the conductivity of that asbestos powder, we should know what is the temperature on the outer surface of that asbestos powder and on the inside surface also. Okay. Now, obviously, the outer surface of that spherical shaped powder, it will be bigger than the inside surface. So, on the outside surface, we are measuring temperature at 6 different locations. Okay. So, here we have from T5 to T10, those 6 temperatures, they are of the outside sphere. Okay. On the inside sphere, you have, since it is smaller in the size, so we have only 4 temperature thermocouples on the inside sphere, and the temperatures here it will be from T1 to T4. So, these 4 temperatures will be of the inside sphere of the asbestos powder. Now here you can see now, I am just showing you temperature T7 here. The T7 temperature it is 30.2, okay. Similarly T6 it is 30.1. Now I will just show you temperature T4. You can see it is 45.2. T3 you will see it is 44.9. So you can just observe this from temperatures T1 and T4, T2 to T1 to T4 they are higher, whereas T5 to T10 the temperatures will be lower. The reason is temperatures T1 to T4 they are of the inside sphere, okay, and whereas the temperatures from T5 to T10 they are of the outside sphere. In this experimental setup there is one heater which is there in the inside sphere, okay. Inside sphere, inner sphere is there, isn't it? So in the inner sphere itself there is one heater is there. That heater provides heat to that asbestos powder on the inside surface, and that heat is being conducted to the outside surface of that asbestos powder, and then it is conducted to the surroundings through this outer container, okay. So that is how the heat transfer takes place in this asbestos in this experimental setup, okay. So using these different observations you have to note down all the temperatures of the powder, okay, from T1 to T10 all these temperatures you will have to note down. You will have to note down this voltage and this current also. The product of this voltage and current is nothing but the heat which is being produced by the heater which is there in the inside container, okay. Now actually the power factor we consider it as close to 1, okay. That is why heat which is produced on by the heater it will be nothing but simply the product of V and I, okay, and the unit will be obviously in watts, okay. So you know the rate of heat transfer now, it is V into I. You know different temperatures. Now based on that you can find out determine the conductivity of this thermal insulating powder, okay. Now if you note down these temperatures of this powder at different values, okay. Now this is the first reading, let us suppose, which is at 72 volts. I will just, once you note down this you have to just increase its value. Let us suppose take it about, now it is 107 volts, okay. At this voltage again you can note down different temperatures, because the temperature now they will be higher now than the previous reading, okay. And then you can determine the conductivity at these temperatures also. So you will find that as you go on increasing the temperature of this asbestos powder, thermal conductivity of this asbestos powder also goes on increasing. So now you can, based on that you can plot one graph also of conductivity versus the temperature. You will find the temperature conductivity goes on increasing. The shape will be something like this, okay. I hope this is clear. If at all you have any doubts, I am sure your teachers will rectify them, okay. So with this we will stop here and we will start with the next experiment in the next practical class, okay.